Hello everyone, this is Jim and welcome to episode 7 of O2 Minecraft. A few things to do today, so let's get started. First off, there we go. This building. This is new since last episode. Bit of an experimental, another one of those experimental builds. In here, we've always had over here for a while, Simon set up a nice obsidian generator for us with a blood magic ritual to create the lava, which then joins with the water, and then some Steve's factory manager stuff to make sure we've always got 40 on hand. We had it out in the open, but away from things, just in case the lava was there long enough to allow things like Afrits and other mobs from Lycanites to spawn. So I finally got around to putting a building around it, and wanted to include some obsidian in the construction, seeing it's for obsidian, and wanted to do a bit of a roof that wasn't just a normal V roof, and ended up with that. So purple glass, didn't think I'd ever use purple glass on anything, but yeah, so don't know, interesting colour scheme. Still not sure about that, but yeah, but at least it's got an obsidian snake going all the way around it, two-headed snake on both levels. But today I was doing a bit more investigation of Lycanites mobs, and it turns out the pinkies that appear in the nether, they're the creatures that look like this guy. They can actually be bred and tamed and ridden. So I think that's something we'll try and do today. I've already captured a few in these soul vials, so I've got 3 pinkies here ready to go to place down somewhere and breed. Managed to do that. We had a Thormic Tinkerer's, can't remember what it's called, the thing that attracts mobs to it. And we had the portal on, so every now and then things would appear in the portal and get dragged to it. I know I didn't have the spikes there initially, so we had a few pinkies stuck there, and that was how I was able to catch these guys. But I chucked in the spikes to just kill everything that came through, and we got a few bits and pieces. So turns out we got the heads from the iron spikes. I didn't think we could get those without the diamond spikes, but sure enough, we've got some. But we don't get any XP from them. The problem is that the nether souls, which are those guys, they explode when they die, and so they take out the thing we had there attracting them, and yeah, and bits of the wall too for one of the big nether souls. So that's why it's not there at the moment, and we've broken the portal. Might have to get a warded focus from Thorncraft and ward the blocks, and this is only a temporary arrangement anyway, so we'll get onto that another time, I think. But for now, we need to make a little bit of a paddock to put our pinkies. I think just behind the nether portal building here is probably a good place. Also, you can probably see this wall we've slowly got been going around the place. We're looking at putting a wall around the whole sort of little town we've got here, and I've been Wand of Equal trading all the podzol and all the stone that's visible around the place here, just so we have a nice sort of grassed area within the boundary of the fence. Yeah, we'll see what kind of, not sure how we'll build the wall yet, but whether we'll get to it. But it'll be nice to have have sort of a boundary. It gives a bit more definition to our world rather than the sprawlingness that it is with at the moment. And I just noticed this is new over here. We might have to go have an explore of that. I think Simon's been busy by the looks of it. But yeah, first off, I'll build a little sort of paddock or something for the pinkies, and we'll get back to you and show that off in a sec. Alright, here's just a little temporary enclosure for them. The fence is temporary. I'd like to get a different kind of fence to put around, but I thought this is a good spot for them, at least, right on the corner of the wall, or where the wall will be. Now, the way we breed pinkies. We use pigs to breed the pinkies. So I grabbed one of those pig spawners that we had when we were testing last time, like so. And apparently they eat the pigs and they get in the mood for breeding, and then the babies, and then it's the babies that we can breed, tame. Now, the good thing with the aluminium, we've got lots of saddles and lots of name tags and things. And he spawned outside the fence. Typical. Come back, piggy. Pig. Oop, there we are. Haha. Not out here yet? Yes. So we have lots of supplies to tame something and ride something, and I thought this would be a good one to start with. So we'll get a few pigs ready before we actually release these guys, and hopefully we'll get at least one baby out of them to tame. Come on, pigs, spawn. Okay, I expanded the size of the paddock a little bit so that the pigs don't spawn outside of the paddock. However, I've hit a snag. We've got a problem. Pinkies can be tamed using this pinky treat, and these are made with hellfire charges, and these are dropped by behemoths in the nether, and unfortunately I've only got 3 of them at the moment, so guess what, time for a trip to the nether, which means I'll probably die again. What are we up to? 77. You know, I think I realised before, last episode was the first episode where I hadn't died during an episode. So let's get back to normal and I will die. So I'll head in, stop recording for a while, and if I find a couple then I'll show you. Otherwise we'll come back soon and hopefully have enough charges to tame our pinky. Oh, by the way, the other thing Lycanites mobs adds is these various foods that you can make, and they give you the potion effects. Like this one will give you fire resistance, this one will give you regen, so these are very handy to have on you when you go to the nether. Also, I've got a potion here for fire resistance made with Botania, just like a potion, except it's just it has a few uses. So handy things for the nether. Ooh, I just got a fire bat head. No behemoths though. Well, I ran out of fire resistance and no sign of any behemoths anywhere, so we'll just quickly brew up another batch. This is just with Britannia, and we do that, and that, and that, and we'll come and go you to you, and then this will hopefully start brewing, and after a minute or two we'll have a new potion, and I'll head back and do one more run, see if we can find one. Yep, it happened. I died. Well, that didn't go well. So what did I have, 77 before? So I'm now up to 83 deaths. A few of those were trying to get my stuff back after that first death. You can see there's another death point just there. I came through the portal and a penguin got me. A flame penguin. Where is he? Flame penguin. There's so much lag when just with the world loading once you come through the portal that generally if anything is on the underside it's going to get you. That was kind of the point of having the attractor there, so hopefully to help mitigate against that, but seeing that's been destroyed, didn't happen this time. So yes, and in all that I still didn't even spot a single behemoth. I did get to try out a few things though with those weapons we looked at last time. The placing water one, that does place water in the nether because it's only temporary, so which is interesting, so something to keep in mind when we go back. The other weapons didn't really help that much, I found, but that one's handy for generally if you catch fire, you can at least put yourself out. And I have to remember to take milk through so that all the potion effects, it does cancel our fire resistance as well, but if something there gives you the weather effect, that's something to have us at least get rid of the wither. Um, yeah, so because of that, it looks like we'll have to put our pinky taming on hold until the next time, and I'll in between the next episode and next, I'll make sure I'll try and at least somehow get some behemoth things, whether it's to set this back up again or and hopefully get some through our vacuum chest here or something. We'll have to just keep going the nether every now and then, and at least hoping we get some. So let's move on to something else. One little thing I did want to test. We can see our building here was destroyed partly. It was burnt down, I believe, by something coming through the nether portal before we had the building here. So I'm curious to see with the carpenter's blocks, if they've got stone in them, do they still burn or do they not? So we'll just test that now, just so it's something for us to keep in mind when we're building, because fire is a big issue. We have a little blaze spawner here. Again, this is another one of those buildings that needs to be redone, but so I think this is a good spot to test. So if we have, say, those, and we put the wood. Got any pieces of wood? Aha. And put, say, those there, and then we have another couple with cobble in it. Will those burn? So got a lighter here, and bang. Is the fire going to spread? Unless it wasn't fire that burnt them down and it was an explosion or something. And now, just my luck, we'll get something spawn in that and kill me. But, oh no, here we go. So, now, is that one going to burn? Can we set fire to that? Well, we can actually set fire to that, but not to these, which is interesting. But these are not actually burning. Maybe it was actually something that blew up the building rather than it burning. We'll give that a sec at least. Yeah. No? Not going to burn? Looks like it's burning, but it's not actually being destroyed, is it? Oh well, there we go. The problem is, I guess it can spread from there to other bits of wood, whereas this one doesn't seem to light at all. Okay, handy tip to know. Okay, I think what we'll do now, we might go to a new dimension. We have Abyssal Craft on the server, and it adds a number of dimensions. The first one you get to is using this gateway key to create a portal. This thing is crafted or craftable, but you can also and this is the expensive thing. All these bits and pieces you got to get, but you can also get these in dungeon loot. And I actually got one of these before we set up our Lunium system with Britannia. So yeah, I have been there before, and one of the problems I found was just with the amount of lag as the dimension loads around you meant that I died a number of times. So we will have a building for this portal. So I'm thinking just around here was all we need. I haven't seen actually anything come through the portal before when we had one set up, so I think we're safe to have it out in the open now. So let's see, we'll put the key into this pouch here, and hopefully we won't die immediately on the other side as the world's loading. If so, then we might just do a bit of a cheat and go through in creative mode and things like that. Yeah, we'll see how we go. So let's go. Like that. Oh, like that. Oh, like that. And as you can see, there's dragons, and their hitboxes get you through, which is a real pain in the bottom. Oh, and so the client might crash here too. Okay. 1 sec, I'll get geared up and we'll head back. Alright, we're back. I've cheated through. Got rid of those dragons for the moment. I'm not, okay. So we're back into normal now, and there's lots of bad things. I don't think any of the Lycanites mobs spawn here, fortunately. Just a lot of other things, like these ghoul zombie thingies. So yeah, this is the Abyssal Waste. There it is. Great. Can we get him, or are we gonna die? Oop. He flies through the blocks. It's really hard to protect yourself. Wow, this is going just as well as the Nether. Oh dear. And there's a client crash because of multipart. 1 sec. Okay, we're back. Might have to run away. Spectral dragons aren't supposed to be able to fly through blocks, and yet they clearly are. So hopefully that's just a bug with the system at the moment, with the mod. Yeah, we killed a depth school and we got plagued flesh on bone. That sounds charming. Dr. Orange, Mr. Wilson. I would like to explore here a bit further, but we're gonna have to think about what we can do about those dragons. You know, we've really got to get a good bow. That might help. And I'm not sure if there's any. I think Abyssal Craft does add some enchantments, so maybe there's some stuff there that would help us. Yeah, we'll have to look into it. And oh, it's a zombie, not a dragon. Well, successful episode so far, isn't it? Wouldn't mind some of this abyssal stone. It's not too bad either. However, before the dragons come back, let's just duck back to the overworld and get killed by a reaver. And maybe try something else out. I think might be the way to go. After we kill this guy. Oh, the world's still loading. That's why. There we go. Okay, we definitely need a building around the portal, so at least we've got time for the world to load around us. Alright, one last go in the Abyssal Wasteland. I've made a bow. Just did the old-fashioned enchanting and got a power 4 and infinity 1, which was good, and then added unbreaking 3 to it. I'm not sure what else we could put on it. Maybe punch or something, potentially. Don't know. We'll give this a go. Now, should we go through? We might go through in creative, just in case there's a dragon right on the other side, and the lag gets us. So far, so good. All right. Now. Those guys. Oh, hello. Dr. Orange. Ow. 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 Oh. Oh, okay. Lycanites do spawn in here. Where's they? I'm gonna die of everything. And sigh, sigh, sigh. Alright, we're heading back in. We'll see what happens this time. Ooh, something didn't sound good. There's a zombie of some sort. And there's some strange sounds. What's that? Yeah, the dragon. Dragon getting us underground. Okay. I don't know what to do. I think we'll call it a day there, guys. It's been a not very productive episode today, but we did get to see a few different places and try a few different things, even though we weren't successful at them. But ended up dying 11 times during this episode, so yeah, I think, is that a record? That might be a record. Maybe we made up for not dying in the last episode. So next time we'll do something productive, I think. I'll try and get those the things we need to tame the pinkies in between now and the next one. That might take us a while, but we'll see how we go. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.